All right, folks, the Detroit Lions made two more selections in the draft. And at this point right now, we're at pick 220. While I'm recording this, I'm going to assume that the Lions don't have another pick. So this will probably be the final video for today for the Detroit Lions on my channel. I'm going to do a full-on wrap video probably tomorrow from the NFL draft, and then we'll do undrafted free agents and talk about that. But, let's go ahead and get into the two picks there. And I got to say, the best value that I have seen for a selection came here. And, oh my God. And really excited for this. Let's get to my greatest selection right now. A guy who I'm had in a mock draft again. Christian Mahogany in the 6th round, the guard. Oh, man. And I really, really, really like this selection here. Out of Boston College, Mahogany to me was I would say a 4th round pick. Late 3rd, 4th round pick, guard for a potential for the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions just got this guy who I think is a late 3rd, early 4th in the 6th round. This guy is going to be I'm going to assume right now he's going to be the backup, or after Zeitler leaves after this year, he's going to pop in there and probably be the guard. This is a big-time steal in this draft. I totally forgot that he was still on the board. To me, this is going to be like last year's Brian Branch, where you're getting a player you absolutely did not expect to get. Kind of forgot there was even on the board. So for me, when I do a grade on this specific one here, this is an A+ pickup in the 6th round. Absolute A+. For pound in this draft, this is the best pick, best value of a pick. And this is huge. So give me your grade in the comments below, A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to see a lot of high grades on this one. We got a tackle. We get a guard in the draft. Those are the two positions we absolutely needed. And they got it. They got those two positions right there. So this year we focused on a couple pieces of the offensive line. We're going to deal with Mahogany and Manu. There you go. Taylor Decker could be gone after this year. All right, there you go. Manu go to the right side. Panay go to the left side after this year, I'm saying, not this year. And then you got Mahogany, who could be next to Manu on the left side. Then you got the center. If Frank Ragnow does retire, you won't have him there. And then Grant Glasgow, Panay Sewell, Mahogany. Much, much, much better depth for the offensive line. And it's great. It's great for the Detroit Lions to have this. And we got a big portion of what we needed to get done with this offensive line done. I just can't believe we got Mahogany in 6th round. I'm absolutely stunned. Really, really, really good selection. We did give up a lot because we made another trade and gave up another pick of next year, and we gave up the 7th round pick. So, look, that's what we got right now, right? So, great pickup. Let's talk about the other player whom the Lions got another value in. This is what we love to see, right? The Detroit Lions getting some players here, and we traded up 6th round pick for pick Mekhi Wingo, interior defensive line. This is going to be the outside for a 3 technique. Yes, he's a light defensive tackle, but he's going to be the guy who's going to rush the passer here if we're doing if, say, Alim McNeill needs a break, this would be a good person to have in there, opposite of DJ Reader. Same with if Lee McNeil's in there. So the Lions is much better at the pass rushing portion of the interior of the defensive line. Good value for this pick. Really, really good value. And, we had to do the trade. This is the trade I was talking about here. The Lions get the selection here. The Houston Texans get 205 and 249. So, could be the end of the draft. That's why I'm making this video right now. But this guy, folks, it's going to be a nice option for the Lions. You say, well, he's undersized. He's not that big. I'm not saying he's going to be Aaron Donald. I'm not saying that, but there is undersized defensive tackles that we can absolutely utilize. This is one of those guys. Good option for rotation. Really good option for the now, too, as well. And that's what makes this selection really good for me when I look at this grade. I'm going to give this one, I give this one an A. It's a great pickup. These last two picks were steals of the draft. Love this selection. Love it. So give me your grade in the comments below. A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going with A. We're going to continue this video, but before we do, shout out to today's sponsor. Now, if you enjoy blowing money, this is not for you, but if you're like me and you like to save money, specifically on sporting events, then you need to get Game Time. With killer deals and last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed, you can stop stressing and start getting hyped for the fun that you're going to have. It is easy to find and buy tickets for every kind of event in your area, whether that's sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, or whatever. With their lowest prices guaranteed, it's the Game Time guaranteed, which means you always get the best prices. And if you find tickets in the same section row or less, Game Time is going to credit you 110% of the difference. You could get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. And the middle screenshot, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app. It shows you where your seat is. And if you move your phone left to right, you can see the surrounding area like a 3D live photo. So download Game Time, real easy. You download Game Time, you put in chat sports, get $20 off your very first purchase. Again, go to the redeem code section, plug in chat sports, get $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. You got to create an account. You got to email to save that money. The link is going to be in the description and comment section of this video. So if you're buying Lions tickets or any kind of tickets, make sure using Game Time. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. Now, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be upset that we did not get a pass rusher. And I totally get it. I understand we definitely do need to get pass rusher for sure. But weren't going to be able to get every single position in this draft. We did a great job. So if this is the final pick, while making this video, again, there's maybe 20 picks left. The Lions can still use free agency and trade to get more talent. And especially after the draft, there's going to be some releases. And especially when teams go to the 53-man roster, there's going to be players that get released, whom the Lions can get if you're wanting to get a pass rusher, if you're wanting to get a wide receiver or a kicker, a position that you feel that the Lions haven't done. It's not over yet. Kicker, they could look at Jake Bates, right? From the Michigan Panthers there, the outstanding kicker. They could get an undrafted guy, or maybe they come back in the draft here to get a kicker with another trade with 20 picks left. But that's something that they can absolutely work on going forward. I know a lot of people wanted the special teams too. Again, Cyan Vaki, safety. He's also a special teams player, played running back, so that could be an option for there. So look for that pick to be a pick that can use multiple positions. I feel so much better upon this offensive line after this draft. Really good. We got great depth there now on the offensive line. If there's injuries, we have options. Feels so much better right there. Tight end, we're good. We don't need that. Quarterback, we good. Wide receiver, we may need to get another wide receiver. Still options, right? You still have options for that number 3, free agency, trade if they wanted to do that, undrafted guy. So they know what they're doing. They'll figure out a wide receiver there. And Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to get a lot of reps, and I hope a lot of people understand that as well, too. So he's going to come in there and help out. Pass rusher is probably the biggest need that everybody wants to get. So they do like Marcus Davenport. They didn't get everything. They definitely still can do things to make this roster 100% complete, because it's really close. This roster is nice. I mean, I love how they completely transformed the secondary. A lot of people are going to be upset that we took 2 corners. I'm not one of those guys. If you look at the NFC North, folks, the wide receivers that are in the NFC North now, Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears, we had to compete with that. We have to get corners to stop that, and that's what we did, so that there's nothing wrong with that. Good draft. Good draft. Solid team right now. Everything is not complete, but boy, oh boy, this roster is a really good roster, and it's almost to the point where you can say this is complete. This is complete. So I cannot wait to see the Lions in training camp. What they're going to do when the draft is over. We're going to do the undrafted free agent look. Remember, we always tend to keep an undrafted free agent on the 53. We get to see what they're going to do here and add that. Lions did a good job. It's been a good draft, been a great offseason for Detroit. It's not perfect. This roster's not perfect, but it's really good. Oh my God. It's really good. So super excited there. Overall, this team is ready to compete. It really is. It's ready to compete, and you should be pretty happy of what Brad Holmes has done, because I am. With that said, folks, adios.